Choking this morning. Who's going to be the first to join? Who's up, and about this morning? Let's find my page in my book. We're really on July 14th. Boo, Mr. Mason. I have literally just got out of bed. So if my voice sounds croaky or deep, it is due to the fact, morning Antoinette, it is due to the fact that I have literally just got out of bed. Morning, dear, no Trace. Tracy. Oh, dear. Hey, dear. And yet first over on YouTube as well, Mr. Mason. Morning, Joanne. How are you? Hope everything's well. Been biting my lip. And I don't know why. I started doing like that last night. And made all my mouth really sore. I hate when things pop up on your screen on the phone. Oh, dear me. Let me get comfortable. So, who had a good night last night? Who enjoyed chat last night? How amazing is Paul? So many people that he can help. It's just unbelievable. So if you didn't watch last night's live, please watch it back, especially if you want to stop smoking, if you're suffering with phobias, stress, whatever, please message Paul and just have a quick consultation with him. Tell him what's wrong and see how he can help you. Eating the smokes to stop smoking for weight loss, just to make you feel happy. Just to retrain your brain into thinking. And the workshop is Thursday night for those that want to join. So I've got to have a drink of water. My mouth is as dry as a nun's slipper. I had to say that. It's too early in the morning to be rude. I'm waiting on my coffee. Sorry, I missed last night's chat. Well, what's right? No worries, Joanne, my lovely. No worries. Tonight we are going to be live. It might start being a little bit sparse at the minute when we're live, when we're not live. We have literally got to pack up the entire house. No, I'm not saying that one, Mr. Mason. Morning, Sharon, my lovely. Welcome to our ETA family. Please feel free to chat, ask questions. Everybody in chat's friendly and will introduce themselves as we're going on. Welcome, Sharon, my love. Because we are going to be moving, John's got so much work to do in the house by sorting boxes, taking wardrobes down, taking beds down. He's got so much to do. Morning, Marie, my lovely. Do you have a date yet? No, we find out. There's a bloke coming round to see us today from council. And then they're going to, I think they're just coming round just to make sure that all doors are on where they should be and everything else. He then goes away. Then the decision's made. Once he gets back, it'll take a couple of days for a decision to go through, and then we could get a 2-week warning, Tracy. We could get 4 weeks. We don't know yet how long till he gets here this afternoon. I'm really starting to get a good internet connection. I remember you saying, Joanne, my lovely, I know you were saying that internet connection where you've moved to is not a good one. So, no worries, my lovely, but I know you're getting it sorted. It's so I'm hoping within the next 4 weeks, which means John's going to have to do so much on his own. I'm glad the man of the house is doing his job. He is, Sharon. He is doing his job, my lovely. Bless. He has to do everything, Sharon, because you're new to the channel. I don't like using the word disability. I'm classed as disabled. I'm waiting for a nurse too. Oh, Sharon, I hope everything is okay. Good morning, Tanya, my lovely. It is a pain. But due to my health reasons, I can't help John. Morning, Laura. because obviously I've got degenerative spine disorder and sciatica both legs, arthritis, and a few other bits and pieces going off. And because my spine degeneration isn't just at the bottom now, it's gone to the middle and to the top of my neck here. It affects all my left side. So things are getting a little bit more difficult for me to do any help. So John has to do everything. He is the cook, the cleaner, the shopper, anything else you can think of that I would have done. John has to do everything. So yeah, it's a lot on him. And then he's got to do the packing of the house, the boxing up, the sorting through drawers. We've got a loft full of shite. You can't even get through the loft door because there is that many boxes up there that over 10 years that you've stored up into loft, where you think, well, we'll just put it up there for safekeeping, never to be seen again. So yeah, he has to. He's got to sort all through that. Oh, thank you, Laura. I know. I want to thank you to everybody that commented on the hair last night. Thank you so much. It is nice. This is what I've been using. You can only use the crazy colours on like a blonde or bleached hair, but the crazy colour that I've been using is this one. And it's Crazy Colour by Rainbow. And this one is the Candy Floss Pink. I will be putting some more pink in because I don't think it's pink enough yet. So because I've done one layer, I'm hoping that the next time I put that on, it'll just deepen the pink a little bit for me. Because I am quite liking the pink with the brown at the back. I think it's looking quite good. Thanks, Joanne. Moving is the biggest stress. Not only the man of use is a keeper. I know, he's a keeper, Tanya. Morning, LJ. I love this colour. I think it's an amazing colour. I love the pink. I think when you're outside, it'll go a little bit more pink. It's took more on roots, I must say, but then it sort of like filters down. But I were expecting that. Hi, Lindsay. Yes, I know your pain. I've got spinal stenosis and degeneration of the spine, arthritis, crap. Andrew, it's awful. But Antoinette's put in. What did I? Wow, Lindsay, you're so cheerful. Antoinette, I've gone through every aspect of being depressed, feeling sorry for myself. What else do you go through? All different emotions that you go through. The embarrassment of having to use the stick, the wheelchair, the mobility scooter. Wheelchair was the hardest one for me to use, only because other people made it more awkward, because people spoke to John and not to me. So if we go somewhere to pay for something, it'd be women's clothes I'm buying, but yet they'd be talking to John. And there were times I'd say, excuse me, I'm sat here, I'm buying the clothes, do you know? But because you're in a wheelchair, people sort of like forget that you've got a mouth. And it is ignorance on their part. But yeah, but now I've got to grips. As you all know, I go out on mobility scooter. Do I enjoy going out on it? No. Do I prefer I could walk? Yes, because if I could walk, we could go to some I could go to some damn amazing locations with John. And unfortunately, that does hold me back from going. But we always find locations I can go to. Some I can walk around and we have to take a chair, but they're only if we're staying in like one location and it's not a far walk from car to where we're going. So that's when you know that we're in a small location. So if ever you see me walking about on my sticks, I won't be walking, but I will have a chair to sit down on. And that's when you know that the location is a small location, but it's big enough. It's easy enough for me to walk from the car to that place. Good morning, Judith. Antoinette, you're going through the same. Yeah, but everybody just remember that the apparatus that we use doesn't define us. Do you know? Using sticks, it doesn't define you. You've just got to. I know how deep you can go when you looking at like a mobility scooter, like I said, wheelchair. It's shocking the level of lowness that you come to. But I've done all that. I've been there, done all that, and I've come out more positive. I was a positive person before, so it was so getting that back. I was just working on building myself back up. So, but yeah, that's where it goes. Laura, I use crutches at the moment and don't know how much longer I'll be able to, as it's starting to hurt my better leg and my back. Just try when you're walking with your walking sticks, Laura, to stand with a straight back. Try and so your arms are supporting your back, so your back's not bent over. Because the minute your back starts bending, that's when the pain's going to start. If you can try and keep it straight, which is difficult when you're walking and you're in pain, but if you can try and keep it as straight as you can, the sticks are okay. But you know what, Laura? If you need to, skip the wheelchair, go straight for the mobility scooter, because it gives you such independence back, better than a wheelchair could ever do, unless it's an electric wheelchair and you can take yourself off to where you need to go. Them ones would be similar to the experience you find on a mobility scooter. But sending loads of healing, Laura. Sharon, I've already had COVID at my partner's beauty pass. Oh, Sharon, my lovely, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. If you do need to talk to anybody, or you're feeling like you just need to have somebody on phone, just to have a, not even talk about anything, or to just cry, scream, shout, whatever you want to do. My inbox is always open, and I know that there's members in chat as well. Our other ETA family that have gone through experiences similar, and others that are just there to have a shoulder to cry on, my lovely, or just to pick me up. Not whether it's not a shoulder to cry on, but just somebody to listen. Laura, please get in touch, sweets. Don't suffer on your own. Like I said, in the title ETA family, that's exactly what we are, and that's what you've joined. So you're not on your own anymore, sweets. You've got a good lot behind you. My niece died as she used to wheelchair at 11. Oh, Laura, Sharon, you've been through it a lot, haven't you? I'm so sorry for all your losses, Sharon. And I can't even begin to imagine where your head's at, where your heart's at, how you feeling in yourself. I can say from a child to lose a parent, but I've never lost a partner, so and I've never lost a niece or nephew, touch wood. But yeah, if, like I said, Sharon, we're always here to talk, my lovely. Why have I missed some of my chat now? Do I ever feel embarrassed, Antoinette? You're a wonderful person. Disabilities don't define you. Exactly. I don't know if I've just broke my chat. Just comment for me. I'm the same too, Lindsay. Spinal stenosis, arthritis, fibromyalgia, and I have trouble getting up from the sofa right now. I've got it. Pain in my legs, whereas me being a single. Do you know what, Joanne? Don't take that stress and worry of being a single mom. You're an amazing mom. You do what you can do. There's no pressure on you. I know. I know bits about the home life, Joanne. You are amazing at what you do, and believe me, don't take that worry away. Just take that worry away, Joanne, because honestly, things always work out. But if we look for negative in it, you're going to pull the negative from it. So try and stop the worrying feeling, and come and have a chat, either in mod chat or message me, sweets, and we can talk about it. 5 deaths in 2020. Oh, Sharon. Do you know, it's awful, because I think, the thing is, when you lose so many people in that length of time, you don't grieve properly, because you've not grieved for the first loss before the second, the third, and so on and so on. And dealing with grief is really, really important. And again, I'm going to bring Paul Goddard in, who was on last night with us. He can help with the grief process. but it's something that you need to be ready to do, because the grief can literally swallow us. Is he an apple? Morning, Paul, my lovely. But yeah, they don't allow the grief to swallow you. Like I said, Paul's equipped, qualified to work with different people on different things. So yeah, but if you're in that position where there is grief, there is ways to, and it sounds awful to change your mindset, but it doesn't. It's not as heartless as that sounds, if that makes sense. I hope you understand. I've found since I've been on crutches, it's almost like people look down on you. I've struggled myself being a single mom to three young kids and not being able to do much with them at the moment due to being in pain, having to get grandparents to take kids to and from school, and it's really getting me down. Laura, don't let it get you down. Do you know at this minute your body needs rest and it needs other people to step in and help? It's not something that you're in control of. You can't control the pain. And as much as I think the problem with humans is if we can't control something, you've got that on top of the other 100 feelings going through you. I used to worry about that, Laura, because obviously my son was, I don't know how old Mike's would have been when I first got diagnosed, and obviously it progressed over time. I've literally just got out of bed, Gillian, and I was heartbroken because I couldn't go on field with him and play football. I was heartbroken because I couldn't do what other moms could do. I couldn't go and take him to pictures and sit in pictures for that length of time because I couldn't sit in that position. I put me through so much pain to go and watch him when they were doing the plays at school, but it was worth every minute of that pain that I was in. And now our look at it, Joanne. Now our look at it, Laura, is I take a chair out onto the field. Now it's the grandkids' time and not my kids. But I wish I'd have done this with my kids because I would have, especially with Michael, because I wouldn't have felt as bad. There was nothing stopping me from taking a chair out or getting Mike's or somebody to take a chair out onto the field with me, put the chair on the field, and he could have played football. He could have kicked the ball to me. I'm not saying I could have kicked it far back, but I would have made that odd kick. But at least I would have been out there with him. And I wish that's something I would have done. Morning, Debs. I wish that's something I would have been able to do. Michael had ADHD, totally get where you're coming from. And you know what? You know, children are very resilient as long as we're honest with them. So I know it's difficult because obviously autism, ADHD, sensory difficulties, it really is going to be hard. And you know what? Being a single mom with three kids, with one kid, is just so overwhelming. It's the best job in the world and it's the worst job in the world, because of everything that comes from it. But Laura, you have done an amazing job for the past 9, 8, and 6 years of your kids' lives, and don't let the crutches, the wheel, whatever's next, don't let that define you from not being a good mom. Your kids love you, you love your kids, and that is all that's needed. Do you know what? Kids would rather have you spending time with them, Laura, reading a book or getting a pen and paper and drawing with them than they would anything else. And I understand that there's other aspects that come into place, but honestly, like, find something that they enjoy, you enjoy, even if it's something you have to learn to enjoy. Just do it, because I tell you now, it is, even if it's them reading to you, whatever it's going to be, just enjoy what you can do and don't focus on what you can't do, because the focusing on what you can't do, you will continuously feel down, 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 and then you'll add other bits onto it and other bits. I've been there, done it, I've worn the t-shirt, and if I can help somebody by not going down that path or coming off that path, I would do anything to help, because I totally understand where your head's at. My head's been there. So I literally can see doing board game. They're memories that kids are going to remember, Laura, doing the board games, and like you said, stuff like that you can do. They're family memories that when kids get older, they're going to be the memories that they come back to, because I'll guarantee you there's other parents out there that don't do board games, that don't sit and spend that time with the kids. You know, they drop them off at football matches and then they go home in car. They don't stay to watch them because they might be working, because they might not be interested in it, whatever the reason is. So just keep enjoying. Morning, Bronwyn, my lovely. Doctor's called for my appointment just as I was coming on. Oh, David, hope you're all right, my lovely. Let us know how you. Let me know how you are, David. Send me a private message if you want. But I hope all's well, my sweets. So today on this, the weather. Let's do the weather update first. So the weather update today is Sheffield has got sunshine. So we've got sunshine peeking through the clouds. It is going to be such a beautiful next few days. Enjoy it. Get them breeches washed. Get them out online. Stop putting them in your tumble dryers unless you have to. But get them out online and let them blow free and get aired. They'll get rid of Arthur's cobwebs. Pardon? Can you hang me online? I shout at you when we're off. You make me feel so positive. Oh, Judy, thank you, my lovely. Do you know what? Do you know, if I can make one person feel positive, it makes me feel positive. And I'm just glad that we can all, do you know, that we're all here for each other, because there's not many places where you can go where you get that feel. And that is one thing that I love the shouting from the roofs is our ETA family, because it is an amazing family that we've got. Come on, Fifi, you numpty, come on. It is an amazing family that we've got, and the support that everybody gets, and the positivity that everybody brings to it, because it's not just me. There's people in chat that are giving positivity. There's people in chat helping each other. You know, it's all of us working together. Aberdeen is very hot and sunshiny. It's going to stay that way for a few days. I know someone who thinks because the bedroom's full of toys, it's enough. Not neglect. I disagree. See, again, kids remember the time you spend with them, not the time you don't. Morning, Jules. Hope you're well. So we've got sunshine and we're out on location tonight. You're a real breath of fresh air, Lindsay. It's so nice to speak to people that understand where your mind is at and have been in your shoes. It does, Laura. Do you know, Laura, it makes such a difference to speak to people that are going through similar situations. I know Joanne's on, Laura, and I know Joanne's in a similar situation to you, Laura, where autism comes into place. You've got a mixture of the ADHD factor, and because it's a rainbow spectrum, as I call it. If you're diagnosed with one, you've got traits of the others. It's just that one's more predominant than the other. And I know that Joanne would do anything to talking to you, Laura, and giving you that support. I know Joanne's daughter's a little bit older than your children, but it's a path that you're both on, but you're both on at different stages. And I do believe that kind of support will be good. So I will have a word with our Joanne and let her know, Laura. So July 14th, on this day in history, the ancient castle was no match for a furious mob of, oh my God, Parisians. What? Parisians. So it were Parisians. Today, in 1789, the fortress in Paris, known as the Bastille, was stormed and sacked.
Parisians.
Combining roles as military strongholds, armory, and political prisons, It seemed the ultimate representation of the old.
Parisans, it's people that inhabit Paris.
Okay. The Ascends regime in with which a monarch seems as decrepit and bankrupt ruled the state. Most people know of the incident, and if they know the date, it is largely because to this day in France, still of course a republic, the Quartier Juliet Bastille Day is still honoured and celebrated. Not only does it mark the beginning of a seismic revolution, both famous and infamous, in the same time, it also represents one of those most rare moments in history that are truly, I know that word, but I can't, epochal. That's how I'll pronounce it. I do apologise. Again, it's the dyslexia and the not understanding words. Epochal, like the outset of the First World War or the attacks of September 11th. Sorry, my daughter's ringing. I go back, like the onset of the First World War or the attacks of September 11, when nothing afterwards is ever quite the same again. Beforehand, mounting tension was exacerbated by a worsening financial crisis that affected the French royal government. Decisions were then made that failed, understandably, perhaps, given the unpredicted nature of events. To recognise a mood of general intransitions and economic deprivation combined with social unrest to fan the flames, house the rumours to harbour food or weaponry were plunged. Unrest and social chaos worsened. The authorities panicked, reluctant to take measures which might have restored order, and the Bastille, a medieval fortress already marked for demolition and replacement by an open space, was attacked. Uncertain of their ability to hold out, the fortress occupants soon surrendered. The commander and his officers were murdered. When the king was apprised of this event early the following day, he is supposed to have inquired if it was a revolt and was given the famous reply, "No, sire, it's not a revolt, it's a revolution." And that happened on July 14th, back in 1989. 1789. God, I can't get my teeth right, can I, today?
I am going to look at doing, but it probably will be after we've moved, videos on like history. You know.
Yeah, after when we've moved, what we're going to do is yeah, we're gonna.
Not that day in history then.
No, I know. What John's gonna do, I'm just gonna show you this. So this is gonna be up and coming for us, and I've not seen any of the paranormal team doing it. I'm not saying that there isn't people out there that do it, but as paranormal teams go, no. What we're going to start doing, like John's just said, is on this day in history, we're going to be maybe some things out of here. Maybe John's going to look through history and he's going to bring things forward and actually put videos up with the history behind it. So it'd be like doing a narrating the videos and talking you through what happened on certain dates at certain times of the year.
It might be about a certain person.
Could be about a person, could be about anything, but it's all going to be related to history. And I think me and John were talking about this, and I just think it's because of the paranormal that we're into and because we're all about the history. I think it'd be a really good move for us to incorporate the history side into the video. So it might be short, might be 15-minute videos, it might be half an hour videos. We don't know yet till we start. But because, like I said, we're in the middle of moving, it's getting everything sorted. So that is going to be coming later this year. But yeah, just you heard it here first, guys. So yeah. Sharon's put, your mic is good, clear here, John. Vapor. I know these mics are really good on phone. You nearly had my heart then. With what, David? Morning, Michelle. Sending you hug strength from one We'll make sure that are blessed. My depression is not good. I've been staying in. I've got PTSD, being depression, abuse, rape, child loss at 7, 12, and 16. Sharon, don't you disappear anywhere. You make sure that you join us. Even if it's just for morning chit chats and you're not into the paranormal side of it and the investigations. Stay with us. What?
When you swipe screen, there's
oh, sorry, David. Why am I saying sorry? I didn't even poke your eye out. But make sure you stay with us. Because again, like I said, we're all here to support you, my lovely, and I'm so glad you found us for a reason. You joined us this morning for a reason, and I think that what reason that I believe that everything in life happens for a reason. You come across certain people. Some people will stay with us forever. Some people just come in and make us stronger by their actions. And yeah, so okay, maybe not everything happens for a reason, and change that, but you know, you get the gist of what I'm saying. But yeah, but you know what, everything you've been through, Sharon, none of it reflects on you or who you are as a person, and I hope you really take that in, my lovely, because you're a beautiful lady. Fifi, Boris says, woof, woof, Fifi. You can say woof, woof back, or you can let mommy do it. Fifi says, woof, woof, Boris. Fifi's very grumpy in the morning. She's like me. His name's Boris, not bloody Bojo. Oh, dear. Anyway, I think that concludes our breakfast morning chit chat. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. We will be live tonight at 9:30, live on main page, and then we'll be going over to the members afterwards for extra footage on members area. Is there anything else we need to say? I don't think there is. I will be, you know, when I come off, I'll be like, oh my God, I wish I'd have said that, and that. But I can't remember. So everybody have a fantastic day. If you're feeling a bit down in the dumps, tell yourself some positive thoughts and start believing them thoughts, and look for positive in everything. So yeah, so I shall see you all. If you need move, I will do, Dave. Thank you. I've just been all doom and gloomy. I will let you, but I'm not into paranormal. Big, I am into but I'm at way to charge my phone. You are, Sharon, you are. And you know, you're not all doom and gloom, my lovely lady. You know what? Sometimes we need, it's the time's right to talk, because you feel comfortable to open up and talk. And I'm so glad you did. And I know that there'll be more to come, Sharon. And I know that there'll be good days, bad days. But you know what? That's normal. Everybody in this chat goes through that. So you go charge your phone. We shall see you tonight on our live at 9:30. And yeah, so take that. Oh, I hope she's all right. And my lovely, sending you love and healing. So guys, I am gonna make a move, and mwah, love you all so much, and we shall see you soon. Love you. See you soon. Bye.